Hi, Steve. It doesn't sound good. There might even be some legislation already being drawn up. Agreed. Reed says he's processing all this through his new psychohistory formulas, trying to give us some insight on where things might be headed. Perhaps a lot better. We'll see. Our worst fears seem to be coming to pass. Congress is debating a new bill, the Superhuman Registration Act. It would require all heroes to register with the government, whether they want to or not.
Which would mean the politicians get to tell us who the bad guys are. We need to make sure this thing doesn't happen.
To that end, we're heading down to Washington. I've been offered a chance to testify before a congressional subcommittee.
And I'm going to rally the people down there. We need to get a grassroots resistance movement going before the SRA can gain any momentum.
We want you to come along in case there's any trouble. We've got a Quinjet waiting to fly us down there. Let's go. We're coming up on D.C., team, but the situation has radically changed during our flight, and not for the better. The city just came under attack by an unknown terrorist force. We're going to coordinate defense efforts with S.H.I.E.L.D. Buckle up, and be ready for anything.
This is S.H.I.E.L.D. Lieutenant Farrell. We've got some of the senators prepped for evac, but the zone's too hot to lift off. Eliminate the enemy forces in the area so we can get those S.H.I.E.L.D. out. Finally, some backup.
I could handle punks like you without the armor.
Who against us? Eliminate those terrorists. We need to get the senators to safety.
This zone's secure. We'll get the choppers out. You should proceed down the hill. Head them off before they can hit us again.
Well, you sure took your sweet time getting down here. Now let me guess. This whole thing another Latverian counterattack? Like in New York? You heroes stepping it again? Well, I guess we'll see then, huh? Meantime, you might want to head over to the mall to see if anyone else needs backup.
Just received word that there has been an attack on the Capitol building. We don't know any details yet, but the police are saying we'll need to disperse until they can be sure.
approaching landing zone, ETA. Incoming Sam, 2 o'clock. We're hit. Still got the lift, trying to put it down. Hang on. Farrell here. We made it. We're under attack. To assist.
You as serious as safe run. Watch your back!
Maybe the armor. You should be out cold by now. You're not even close to my league.
What a bloody idiot.
I need a power boost.
Damn, what a mess. I shouldn't have jumped a gun like that. That rocket came from the southeast. We need to take out whoever fired it before we can bring anyone else in. Those must be the guys who shot down our chopper. Take them out, now!
Can't go on much longer.
What's red and gold and pounds you senseless? Staying down this time? Good call.
That's gonna leave a scar. Don't worry, chicks dig scars.
You stupid, vaguely foreign freaks! You ruined my vacation! And you, dumb as nails shield clones! I saw what you did to those cherry blossoms back there! You think those things grow on trees? And you think it makes me less of a man if I came here for the Cherry Blossom Festival, huh? You're laughing with your eyes! I can see it! Fine! Time for a little boss battle, suckers!
Spider power rock. I'm here to dance.
I knew I should have sprung for the health meter enlargement I saw in that email. You're probably trying to clear out these terrorists, huh? Can I join the party? I'll join on any basis you want, as long as I get the keys to the Stark Tower executive washroom.
All clear, Commander.
I'll take things from here. Titanium Man seems to be behind all this. He just made off with some senators and took them underground. We'll cover the Capitol. You get down to the subway and pursue that tin-plated Russian and his pals. I'll keep you in mind. Now go!
Come on! That-a-way! The subway! Hey, when we see Titanium Man, let's try to get him to say moose and squirrel. If I were a supersized Russian bad guy, I'd head for some American chow. This way, to the food court.
Please. You think you're gonna get away with this on my watch? That big guy dragged Senator Lieber and the others toward Union Station. Keep going this way.
Say what you want about Titanium Man. At least the trains are still running on time.
Da, Americans. Your precious representative is safe. For now. Do you have the courage to save him? Let us see.
Now he's gone too far. Nobody attacks America's food courts!
trade instead.
Supervillains, huh? Always in the last place you look.
Stay out of my way this time.
Moving in. Ooh, can we stop for a cool, refreshing beverage? Cashing product placement checks works up a bean first.
Not bad. They usually don't get up after that. I love this armor. Don't you? Plenty of power left over for whatever's next.
When in D.C., be sure to visit our scenic national parking garage.
Stay down, or you get another taste of repulsors. Plenty of power left over for whatever's next.
You got a good dental plan, right, buddy?
Stay down, or you get another taste of repulsors.
Looks like they want to dance! Dios mío!
Stark. How you doing?
Hey, man. Doing okay. How you been?
Fine, thanks, fine. So, Luke, you're a family man now. Ever thought about stepping up the corporate ladder? Stark Industries offers some really good medical, including neonatal.
You a CEO or an infomercial now?
Hey, sorry. I just need a good superhuman security consultant. And you can't do much better than a guy with bulletproof skin.
That's nice and all, Tony, but I'm the only guy keeping my block clean. Don't have time to be filing reports in an office somewhere.
Well, it could be more of an on-call position. We could work something out. I just really want you on my team.
I appreciate the thought, but these kids here, they need me. You want me? They need me.
Who taught you how to fight?
Don't give up your day job. Oh wait, this is your day job.
You like heavy metal?
We will bury you!
Trying to escape with our elected representative. Get your own, buddy.
Take your friend and corrupt leaders back. I have no use for them now. This will be the coldest war of all. Follow me, heroes, if you dare!
Senator Lieber from New York State, good to meet you. You've done us a great service. You heroes are okay in my book. Maybe we should put this registration business on hold.
Glad to hear that, Mr. Senator. Registration would only make it easier for the criminals to come out on top.
And there's no prize for second place, is there? I understand. Well, best of luck trying to catch that maniac. Like our state motto says, excelsior.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
You don't look like the voting type.
Yeah, whatever. Hey guys, I'll take these pencil pushers back to the Capitol. Give me a call if you want to hang out again.
Americans, your deaths await you. Here you are once again, a nation divided. Only this time, you will fall. With a little help, if necessary. Your democratic ideals will be your undoing, once your own people turn against you. Did you really think it would be that easy? До свидания.
Keep attacking. You'll disrupt his focus. The cloaking field is down. Get him.
These mini-sentry guns will give you something new to think about. Registration Act will be passed by your cowardly leaders, and you will become criminals. Sworn dead, my God.
Ready when you are. I do this. 3.
Ladies first.
They cannot harm what they cannot see.
Would have been less painful.
When this is done, no one will ever trust you heroes again.
Ready to roll.
Is this the best they can do against us? Take you out!
No! You think you've won, but you haven't. You'll soon see. You have already lost everything.
And so, to answer your question, Mr. Senator, in spite of these recent events, I don't believe forcing superheroes to register with the government is the answer. This law would split the hero community right down the middle, with consequences I'm not sure any of us want to ponder.
Hey, Mr. Stark! Mr. Stark!
Was that really your best shot?
Sneaking around doesn't become you, Steve.
Maybe I'll need the practice. Maybe we all will.
Don't be so melodramatic. This whole thing would affect you least of all. You're already deputized.
You almost sound like you agree with them. This Registration Act would tear down everything we've done, destroy a century-old tradition of...
I'm trying to save it, Steve. As much of it as I can, anyway. Don't you see where this is headed? All it's going to take is one more slip-up by anyone in a cape, and we'll be lucky if registration is the worst they do. They could just turn us all into criminals, hunt us all down.
No, they won't, Tony. Not in my country.
Now return to our special live episode of The New Warriors, coming to you straight from Stamford, Connecticut, where the Warriors have just been spotted by their supervillain quarry. Looks like it's on.
I've got Cold Heart, you guys. Hey, somebody snag Nitro. He's rabbiting.
Don't worry, Speedball. I'm on him. On your feet, Nitro. And don't bother trying any of your stupid exploding tricks.
Oh, baby, don't you even know? You're playing with the big boys now.
Reports now coming in from Stamford, Connecticut indicate a massive explosion in a residential neighborhood.
Just over 12 hours ago now, and preliminary casualties are said to be over 600. In Washington, rumblings on whether superhero reform should be brought to the table.
Following last week's devastating explosion, Congress has rushed through passage of the Superhuman Registration Act, with the president expected to sign it.
This is just completely insane, Hill. I won't do it.
I'm sorry, was it not clear I was giving you an order?
You're asking me to arrest people who risk their lives for this country every day.
No, I'm ordering you to obey the will of the American people, Captain.
Either you help us bring them in, or we'll bring you in.
Weapons down, gentlemen. Or I...
Trank darts, now! Take him down! Take him down!
Keep us moving, son, if you want to stay conscious.
You idiot. We were trying to save lives.
Of all the people to go underground, Captain America. Now every superhero who disagrees with the act suddenly has a leader. Maybe we should hold off until...
That won't be necessary, Mr. President. Registration can go forward as planned. We'll take care of Captain America.
And with the passage of the Superhuman Registration Act earlier this week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of them.
Things don't get out of hand. The acting commander will be here any minute. Look sharp. Hope things don't get out of hand.
Reed, I'm trying, but I just can't follow these equations.
I'd be surprised if you could, Tony. They're a new form of science I invented, actually. A way to predict future trends by mathematically modeling past events.
Really? How reliable?
Very. I've been using it to predict general trends for years.
And what are they showing you now?
A series of societal earthquakes, conflicts beyond anything that's ever happened. The death of billions.
My God.
I ran the numbers again and again. I found no force that could be applied anywhere to make a better outcome until...
The Registration Act.
Yes. That's the first part. Other actions will be necessary, in the right order, at the right times.
Actions that will turn us against our friends. Change everything we know.
I'm well aware of that, Tony. But the alternatives are much, much worse.
Whoever said saving the world would be easy, huh? All right, Reed. Walk me through the numbers. And take it slow.
New York Senator Lieber decried the recent passage of the Registration Act today, citing his rescue by a team of superheroes just before...
You come to a decision yet? For now, yeah, it is. Stamford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight. Cap threw any chance of peace away when he put those S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the hospital. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Don't be so sure. There's no way the cops or S.H.I.E.L.D. would have handled it with a slugfest in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. Look, I can't make the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
Security. Prepare to receive inbound S.H.I.E.L.D. contingent.
Hey, good times, huh? I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. I mean, doing whatever it takes to keep S.H.I.E.L.D. from taking over. That's what this is all about. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader. Open your eyes. Powerful people are using a tragedy to take over. Cap sees that. If you had any sense, you'd see it too. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
With the Superhuman Registration Act looking likely to pass within the week, we recently sat down with one of its most surprising critics, Captain America.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Our pleasure. Captain, in the wake of the Stamford tragedy, the public overwhelmingly favors mandatory registration for all superhumans. Can millions of Americans be wrong?
Unfortunately, they can, Brian. Our country's history is littered with wrongs that most Americans approved of at the time. Slavery, the incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II, the McCarthy hearings.
But how do you deal with it, knowing that nearly everyone is against you on this?
I think of what Mark Twain wrote on the subject. If you alone of all the nation shall decide one way, and that way be the right way according to your convictions, you have done your duty by yourself and by your country.
An inspiring quote.
Absolutely. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no,
work of
you
identifying
move.
all the Stamford victims continues. An official list of confirmed dead is not expected to be completed for weeks.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me. I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequences...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. But good luck getting anywhere with that.
Just arrived for you from the Baxter building.
You have reached the voice mailbox of
Reed Richards.
Please leave your message at the tone.
Yeah, hey Reed, this is Ben. Look, I can't do this. Lord knows I've followed you into some pretty crazy places over the years, but somehow this is one place I can't go. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Registration's wrong, and I won't support a law I don't believe in, but I'm still a patriot. I ain't gonna fight my own government, so the way I see it, that leaves me only one choice. I'm out. Going underground till this thing blows over. Don't bother trying to find me.
Hope things don't get out of hand. Things don't get out of hand.
Are you sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause. But maybe... Well, speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds yet? From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence. I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing. Glad to hear it. We're gonna need some real heroes to get through this thing. With Cap in charge, as long as it takes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're either with us or against us. Okay, look, I hope you make the right choice. We could use your help.
Security. Prepare to receive inbound shield contingent.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other, the criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. Hello, Susan. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this.
Citing his rescue by a team of superheroes just before the Stamford incident.
There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. Very good. When S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up, they'll have the paperwork ready for you. Just do what they say.
Many advocates point toward the Washington D.C. attack as
I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. Unfortunately, I can't discuss that just yet, even with you. We can speak more freely about it once you've registered. Now please, I'm surprised to see you're even considering joining those rebels. Stay with us. I need you.
Down $1.16.
Miriam Sharp, prominent parent of a young Stamford victim, today praised Congress's swift action on passing the Registration Act.